Live from Pigeon Forge, WVLT presents Opening Day at Dollywood.
And it's the day that many of us have been waiting for. Dollywood is open for its 40th anniversary season. Along with your favorite snacks, there are some new offerings this year that look just as nice. Our Casey Wheelis, Kyle Granger are live at the park this afternoon in the middle of all the fun. Guys, there's a new restaurant that's opening up this season.
Yeah, it's called Wilderness Pass, but it is just one of probably 100 projects that this group has been working on in the off season for Dollywood.
Yeah, Dollywood has been really busy, more than 100 projects, anything from the parking lot to a new sidewalk, looking at new areas where the kids can play. They've touched almost all of it in the off season, getting ready for the 40th season, a very big year for Dollywood.
And we're finally here today, open to season pass holders. Again, tomorrow it opens up to everybody. There's so many people around us right now because they're waiting for Dolly to come through on the parade. And of course, we'll take you that live. But we also want to talk about some of the new food that is here at Dollywood.
There you see it right ahead of us.
Yes, and we have the director of culinary here from Dollywood, Aaron Banks. Thanks for being with us.
Absolutely.
So you all spin the off season, basically coming up with something new for the season.
We actually do, and we try to be like 6 to 8 months ahead. So
Okay.
we're currently working on 2026 menu items now. So
You never get to sleep.
not at all, not at all.
Let's talk about some of the things that we have in front of us here. Cupcakes. Everyone loves a sweet treat, but you put a little spin on it.
Absolutely. We have our right in the middle. We have our red velvet cupcake that's really popular, and then we have a strawberry shortcake cupcake, and my favorite is the lemon raspberry cupcake. I think it's delicious.
It looks good. You can
Yeah.
see it kind of has a yellow tint to the cake part of it. I bet that
Absolutely.
is so good. And
Yes.
then some of the more savory options that people can get.
Yes, you got to have fried cabbage when you're here in the South. So
Yeah.
we got to spin on that. Smoked sausage, fried cabbage, little peppers, little onions, that kind of fun stuff. And then, of course, you gotta have your smoked pork, right?
Yeah.
So we have like the hogback potato. So potato, pulled pork, queso, more cheese, and then jalapeno.
And you can get this at Dollywood now at different booths around.
Absolutely.
But something special coming with the new restaurant
Yes.
over at Wilderness Pass.
Yes, absolutely. We are really happy. We're going to introduce a rotisserie chicken. So that is going to be, rotisserie oven that's going to be cooked for about 2 to 3 hours. So it's going to be absolutely delicious.
We heard Dolly say this morning that and fried catfish are her favorite.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Sure is. Yes.
Gotta
Aaron-
have the fried catfish,
Oh,
I think.
absolutely, here in East Tennessee. Well, Aaron, thank you so much for bringing these goodies, and we're excited for a fun season for you guys.
We're going to
Thank you,
dive into
appreciate
it
it.
in just a minute. But of course, you have to, Casey, you got to get people a way to get in here. We've experienced the stress of that today with folks trying to get into the parking area.
Yeah.
And Dollywood is working on that as well. A new parking lot is coming to Dollywood, up into the preferred parking area, if you will. They're adding 750 new spaces. These new spaces will help on days like today. Last year, for more than 20 days of the operating season, they ran out of parking completely. They had to turn people away. So now they've started putting out this new parking area. 750 more cars can get in and visit the park and, of course, spend time here at Dollywood.
This park was built for about 1.5 million guests. And so we have to do things with the infrastructure to ensure the experience the guests have are good ones. Speed of entry to come into the park, easy to park, so a big parking lot.
Perfect.
Of course, that part of many areas that have been renovated during the off-season. That parking lot expected to open in a couple of months. And Casey, we saw that stress today with all those folks trying to get in and out. We've run out of parking. By 10 o'clock this morning, when the park officially opened, they were already parking guests over at Splash Country. And of course, we saw firsthand just how much that extra parking is going to be needed.
And to think that today is just season pass holders.
And tomorrow's open to the general public.
Yeah.
So we're going to mix in season pass holders and general public. A busy weekend for those of you traveling around the park on Veterans Boulevard and Pigeon Forge. Think about some of those times when people are trying to get in the park, maybe leaving this evening
True.
when folks start to leave, and how it impacts the roadways for whatever your travel plans are around the city.
All right, Kyle, you're going to set up because you're going to catch Dolly on the parade as she comes behind us. We'll bring you that live here coming up. But for now, we're going to send it back to you guys in the studio. Brittany?
Very excited about that. All right, guys, it's good to see you out there and that big crowd. We'll check in with you soon.